Saturday, January 5th, we dropped John off at the airport this morning to go back to Florida Polytechnic in Orlando. His first time flying alone and huge lines, so it was quite an interesting experience. So here we are, we're leaving the Jeffco Fairgrounds just outside of Denver and heading up into the mountains. It's a very exciting day. It's been a long time coming, and I can't wait to go skiing and to put our feet down for 30 days, get nice and comfortable, and enjoy the trip. Navigate to Tiger Run Resort, Breckenridge, Colorado.
Okay, Tiger Run Resort. Here we go.
Here we go.
Woohoo! You ready, Jay?
Just slow down. Remember, you have all that we've
All for no reason.
It's just,
Now you've been put off the gas and stop at 30 feet.
I understand. Remember my issue.
I do remember your issue. I want you to know that 5 feet in either direction of the road, the lane, is pretty much consistent. It's not like anything else. I don't understand your issue. This is a psychological thing, I guess.
And I understand that.
It doesn't change it.
It doesn't change it.
Doesn't change the fact that mom is scared at her.
She's not, Jay. She's just
Okay.
a little anxious.
Oh, big difference.
Driving to Breckenridge from Denver on a Saturday afternoon, probably not the best idea.
We had to take John to the airport, so we travel when we need to travel, but I don't think we really recommend it.
Seems to be how we roll sometimes.
Ears are popping because we've gone from 11,000 feet down to about probably 10 now. We're probably going to drop to 9 by the time we get to Breckenridge. But we're only 15 minutes away, so it's all good.
We're here.
Finally. It's been a crazy couple of weeks, huh?
It has, but we finally made it to Breckenridge.
Yep. I'm excited to get some skiing in.
Yeah, now it's time to go play in the snow.
Breckenridge for the first time. It's very exciting. 3 weeks coming.
I'm happy.
Give me a thumbs up, Jay.
Sure. My gloves are on.
Y'all good?
For now.
For
I'm
now.
bundling up.
Yeah.
I have my toe warmers in the car. I have my layers and I have my laptop so I can sit in the lodge
All right.
when I'm done.
Let's roll.
Yeah, let's go.
Smile for the camera. Nice, Jay. Very nice.
So we pretty much jumped right into the deep end, huh?
Yeah, we've been sailing before, and so we had lots of experience with electricity and generators and keeping tanks full and keeping other tanks empty. So we're pretty comfortable with
moving
that.
around,
Moving
yeah.
around. And I'm pretty comfortable. I grew up in the mountains. It snowed a lot. No problem driving in the snow. But there were still a lot of things that we learned about RVing.
And we thought we
yeah, no problem. Ah, big problem.
Not big problem.
Situations, Mom. While most other people were going south, we left Florida and went north and into the mountains. Well, north and west and into the mountains. Probably an interesting way to start. But I kind of feel like we do this right out of the gate. We do it well. Everything only gets easier from here, right? And warmer.
Exactly. So people kept asking if we were ready and if we had done everything, done all of our homework, done all of our preparation to get ready for the cold, to get ready for RVing in the winter. And I always laughed and said, we've done what we know to do. Mm-hmm. And I think that pretty much sums it up. So one of the things that, especially going into the mountains, that becomes an issue that you may not think of, especially if you're not used to it, haven't really done it before, is the altitude.
Yeah.
And if you can, depending on your timeline, if you can build in some extra days to acclimate and take your time getting there, can really make a difference. So what we left, well, Florida, sea level.
Right.
Then we went to Texas, which...
Where we were, Amarillo, I don't know, 3,000, 3,500 feet.
Right. And then by the time we got to Denver, we were up to, I think I read that Denver is about 5,000 feet above
Mile
sea
High
level.
City, yeah.
So, so that's a great stopping point if you can. We spent several days, 4 or 5 days, just getting ready. It's great to do ski gear shopping.
Yep.
You've got access to a lot of places down in Denver, and one of the ski shops was telling us that a lot of people like to rent their gear in Denver because they have better quality. Mm-hmm. I don't know about the prices so much, but I found with a lot of the things that we were buying, we could get better prices down there.
Yeah, I think in Denver, you've got so many people who ski all the time that they dump their gear into the market, their used gear into the marketplace every couple of years. And there's so much of it that you get much better pricing from a used gear perspective than you would in some of the places back east or anywhere where it's not really as big of a ski town. So
yeah, that was helpful.
Very helpful.
Definitely.
I love to ski, but it's an expensive sport. That's why I was so excited about these Epic passes that we got. So we can go all year long to all these different resorts and really just enjoy it and not worry about how much it costs.
Makes a huge difference.
Huge.
So with the altitude, we were expecting what? Like the typical symptoms, the nausea, being fatigued.
A little lightheaded.
Yeah, just general
out of breath
malaise.
when you shovel the snow.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I have a little more experience with that one than you do.
But just generally out of breath doing most anything. But the one thing that, I don't know, I wasn't expecting, I don't know about you, was how drying that air is. And so, yeah, I mean, we've always got our water bottles handy. Mm-hmm. We would always joke because in a restaurant, every time the waitress would come by, we'd be out of water.
Yep.
And
we're heavy drinkers.
Exactly. That's what we were doing. Heavy drinkers. And a lot of chapstick and lotion and things.
But you know what the other really surprising thing for me was? Mm-hmm. Like we bought, you know, a bag of potato chips, we bought shampoo, we bought some other things. You don't think anything of it. And you're in a higher pressure, lower altitude. And then you drive up into the mountains. And now there's lower pressure outside the bottle or the bag of chips. But inside is still high pressure. So your bag of chips balloons up like getting ready to pop. Or your shampoo starts oozing out the top because it's under pressure.
I think I'm still cleaning that.
That was quite a surprise.
But the funniest was your drink, your cans.
Did you get it? Is it still fizzing? So what's the deal with the cans? What the boys tell us with the altitude?
man sucking down foam for 5 minutes doesn't get in my pants and I freeze to death. Okay, you can turn that off now. So how are you getting adjusted to RV life?
So we've had a really aggressive schedule.
Mm-hmm.
We did not anticipate going this quickly. And I mean, we've gone quickly into a pretty extreme environment. So that kind of takes its toll and the stress starts to build up.
Yeah. We're finding opportunities to get out though.
Fortunately, our boys are old enough that they can be left. And so our countless trips to Home Depot,
skiing stores,
world.
camping world,
Mhm.
grocery stores, opportunity to get out.
Yeah, so some combination of us gets a break.
Mm-hmm. Create a little space.
Mm-hmm. And then Jordan is a big trumpet player, and that was a concern because trumpet in
331 square feet.
Yeah.
You know, that might be a little tough.
it's a little loud. For Christmas, he got something called Silent Brass, and it is, what is it? It's a mute, and then it's got...
It's a mute and
Connects to
headphones, but what it
headphones.
does is it captures the sound coming out of the trumpet, not only mutes it, but converts it into trumpet sounds, plays back in headphones. So you feel like you're playing, and you hear you sound like you're playing. There's always a little back pressure with the mute, but that's fairly normal. I can't believe how well it works.
Yeah. And it gives him that break, because that really is something that he enjoys spending time doing.
Yeah, it's his touchstone.
And then for me, of course, whenever we go anywhere, I have to look for the local yoga studio.
So it is January 1st, and it was kind of a rough evening. It was a bit of a surprise arriving and discovering that the inside of the trailer was only 19 degrees, and there was even some snow inside. So it was a bit of a rough start. We still have frozen water pipes, so no water in the trailer right now. And Jeff's going to be working on that shortly. But I found a yoga studio right nearby, about 1.5 miles away. And so I am here. Going to yoga was a good call. Great way to start the new year. And I feel ready to go tackle whatever we need to get ready for dealing with this cold weather. They even had showers. If I had known, I would have brought things with me to take a shower here, but next time, because they had a 30 days for $30 special, and it was $22 for a class, so I went ahead and did that. So I'm looking forward to coming back.
They were nice enough to let me have that. So it's definitely worth asking at any of the studios you go to as you're traveling, because some will, some won't, but you don't know until you ask.
And you're still getting used to driving that van, so you need something to help you decompress.
So on my first try, beautiful parallel parking job here on Main Street in Breckenridge. I was able to just whip right in, and you can see beautifully centered between the spots, or between the cars.
So what do you think? Would you recommend this approach to other people?
Well, that depends. So it really depends on your personality, because you have to be okay with things not going according to your plan, with having to rough it a little bit.
Things not working right, things freezing that you didn't expect to freeze, because somebody decided to leave a window open while you were driving down the highway in the cold. Yeah, you know, it all depends. If you're okay with, it's never going to go according to plan. So if you're okay with things not going according to plan and adjusting and learning as you go, jump right in. You know, if you really want to make sure that you have it down and you're not going to have any issues, good luck with that.
No, just don't jump right into the mountains in the winter.
Exactly. Even then, there's, as much as you plan, there's always still something that comes along that surprises you.
Yeah.
So
So my motto right off the bat pretty much became adapt and move forward.
You sound like a Navy SEAL. Adapt and overcome.